Are you scared of networking? Have you ever been to a conference, an event, a convention where you are surrounded maybe by strangers, right? Your first day, you haven't met anybody, and you know you're there to meet new people, maybe make new friends, or maybe even meet potential clients. Hi, my name is Dolores Hirschman from mastersinclarity.com, and I want to talk about today about how to network in a way that feels authentic to you, that actually feels fun, and that is successful. So I'm right now at a convention in Atlanta, and I'm spending 3 days with people in my industry, people I know, some others that I don't. And one of the goals is to meet new people, not just to grow my business, but to make connections, to network, because sometimes the person in front of you might not be your ideal client, but that might be the person that refers you, connects you with your next client. So I want to share 3 strategies that I use to successfully network in events, in public events that you attend. So number 1, when someone asks you about what you do, don't go into a long explanation of every single thing that you do in your business. Simply state a short statement, maybe one sentence, that really talks to the problem that you solve. So for example, if someone asks me, what do you do? I answer, I help people clarify their message so that their audiences respond, so the market engages. That's it. One sentence. All I'm looking for is for the person that I'm talking with, all I'm looking for is for them to say, tell me more. That's something I struggle with, or that is so cool. So your first statement, so the step number 1 is have a one sentence statement that talks to the problem and gets them to ask you, tell me more. Now, strategy number 2, when the tell me more actually happens, when they say, I want to learn more, then lead with the emotional connection to the work that you do. Now, here is when you are anchoring in your emotion and your passion for your work. Here is when you can go into maybe the story of how you came about this work, or maybe a recent success story that has an emotional component for you. Here's when you go deeper and let the other person see how your passion and your heart shines through that response that you give. And then step number 3, by now the person is clear on the problem that you solve, is probably kind of fascinated or attracted to the emotion that you have around your work. And at this point, you want them to be saying or asking, how can I learn about you more? So here's where you have to have a clear takeaway or clear action that they can take. Here's a couple of examples. You can give them a card, of course. I actually prefer to ask for their card, and I will always have a pen and make a note and say, oh, why don't I give you a call and we can talk more? Or in my case, I would say, would you like to talk to my team and they can tell you more about my work? The other suggestion I would give is have material with you that is aligned with the group that you're interacting with. Maybe is your lead generation book. That's one of the services that we provide, is create a small book. I'll show you mine. Create a small book like this one, right? This book is a lead generation book that tells the person more about your work, and it actually has a very intrinsic value to that. It helps them learn more, but also get some insight on the problem that they have. So step number 1, lead with a problem, and you're looking for the reaction of tell me more. Step number 2, go into your heart and share unapologetically your passion for your work. And step number 3, invite them to a call to action, whether it's a conversation with you or your team or something that they take and that you're going to follow up with. But make sure that there's a clear closure to that 2 or 3 minute conversation, so that each one of these people that you network, there's a plan to continue deepening the relationship. So I want to hear how you network and what happens if you try some of these tips and what's the result of it, right? Because at the end of the day, we're out and about, we're sharing our story and our message with people, but the goal is to be able to impact more people with our work. So go ahead, try these tricks and let me know how they go. I will continue, I'm going to go back downstairs to continue my networking in these 3 days in Atlanta, and I hope you have a great, great day.